Scott Lane Elementary is within the Santa Clara Unified School District and is a transitional kindergarten through 5th grade school. Scott Lane Elementary was first built in 1953 and has provided an education to many underprivileged and low-income students. Around 73% of the students are Hispanic and 16% are Asian. Because of this, many of the students are bilingual and a lot of signs around campus are written in both Spanish and English. For the children who do not speak Spanish, I think it is cool to learn some Spanish words through this integration of languages. The mission of Scott Lane Elementary is to ensure the success of every student. According to gradeschool.org, the students at Scott Lane Elementary appear to be performing below the state average in both math and English standardized testing. Through my observations of the classroom setting and interactions, it is evident that many of these children are not getting the one-on-one attention that they need in order to understand the materials properly. My role at the school is to interact with one of the second grade classes during lunchtime and assist in tutoring math during class. I noticed that Common Core math is taught much differently than math classes that I took when I was in elementary school. The frustration is evident on the teacher's face when she attempts to instruct the kids on how to complete the math problems. Since I do not personally have experience with the Common Core methods, it took me a few tries to fully understand the tactics and then help to tutor the children. Once I figured it out, I worked closely with 3 girls who especially had difficulties with the math concepts. The 3 girls were really excited to work with me and actually asked the teacher to continue working on math problems even after the math period had ended. We finished going over all the math problems, and I allowed each girl to take turns working out the problems on a big whiteboard. They seemed to really love the task of writing the problems down on a large space. In terms of child development, the children I work with are in 2nd grade, so they hover around the end of Piaget's pre-operational stage and concrete operational stage since they are between the ages of 7 and 8. In one of the activities that we did, I had the students categorize a list of words and pictures into either plants or animals. All the students were able to complete this task easily, but our focus was on spelling the words correctly, which came with some difficulties. The children also express attributes within the concrete operational stage because they are learning how to use logical thought or operations. For example, rules for addition and subtraction are understood, and the kids are able to pick up on the rules of mathematical operations. I did notice that a few kids are much more advanced in math than others, and I think that this is due to the children's individual social influence explained through Vygotsky's sociocultural theory. His theory helps explain how cognitive development stems from social interactions in language. I noticed that when the children work on their math problems by themselves on laptops, many of them tend to engage in private speech to calculate the correct answers. The kids will get especially animated and talk more when they mess up on one of the questions online. I can tell that these kids really listen to everything I say, and they clearly remember things that I told them the week before, or even what color shirt I was wearing. Overall, I've really enjoyed working with the children at Scott Lane Elementary, and I'm always excited to see them each week. A few girls in the class have become especially attached, and when I have to say goodbye, they're always eager to make sure that I'm returning the next week. Some of them even call me Katy Perry, which I thought was hilarious. I think that I have at least made a positive impact on their Thursday afternoons, and I have enjoyed hearing all their funny stories about their lives.